Faith, but it's all in his hand. Stones in my way, but his promise still stand. God got a plan, he already knows where I'm going, man. He already knows where I'm going, man. Yeah, running these streets, feeling lost in the dust. Life throwing shade, trying to break my trust. I don't see the map, just the cracks in the road, but he's been driving my soul since before I was old. Every setback, every scar, every midnight cry. Got a reason I can't see, but he's sitting on high. Outlaw with a Bible, I ain't riding alone. Even when I'm in the valley, he gon' guide me home. I plan detours, dead ends, wrong turns, but his fire keep burning when the spirit discern. In my eyes, see nothing but confusion and pain, but the Father's got direction running deep in my veins. Egg charted my steps, every mile, every test. When I'm lost in the struggle, he still know what's best. I'm an outlaw believer, but I ain't out of sight. God got the blueprint, I just ride through the night. I don't know the path, but he's mapped out the land. I'm walking blind faith, but it's all in his hands. Stones in my way, but his promise still stands. God got a plan, he already knows where I'm going, man. So I keep riding even when the road bends. Faith ain't about seeing, it's trust in the end. From the dirt to the sky, yeah, his mercy gon' show. I may not know tomorrow, but my Savior always knows. Oh. Black paint shines in the midnight air. Her hair's whipping wild, but she don't care. The highway hums, their silence speaks. That hand on her leg says everything she needs. Ain't no talk, ain't no show. That touch says, girl, I'll never let go. That hand on her leg, that love on the move. Every mile's a promise, you don't have to prove. It's a calm and a storm, the fire and the steel. The only way he knows to say what's real. That hand on her leg, that's everything true. The road to ride and a bond or two. No ring, no vow, no words rehearsed. Just a life they're riding, for better or worse. When it's hard, but our heart stays still. As that touch reminds her this love is real. No ain't no fear, no doubt inside. That hand says it all while the world rolls by. That hand on the leg, that's love on the move. Every mile's a promise, he don't have to prove. It's a calm and a storm, the fire and the steel. The only way he knows to say what's real. That hand on her leg, that's everything true. Road to ride and a bond or two. She don't need whispers, she don't need words. That touch tells stories nobody's heard. Comfort, control, and a kind of claim. One simple touch, forever changed. That hand on her leg, some love on the move. Every mile's a promise he don't have to prove. It's a calm and a storm, the fire and the steel. The only way he knows to say what's real. That hand on the leg, that's everything true. Silent, I love you. Between the two. I don't break when the storms come down. Been through hell to stand my ground. Ain't no man gonna take my place. I wear these scars, Lord, like a badge of faith. Let them talk, I've heard it all. Feel my life from every fall.
To the ancestors, known and unknown, Ashe. To the gods, known and unknown, Ashe. All the praise, all the glory be to the Most High. What's going on, guys? It's your favorite Cosmic Warrior, back at you with another galactic transmission. Let's get a prayer in, then we'll tap in. Spirit, thank you for coming through. Thank you for guiding and protecting this message. Thank you for removing any negative energy from the area. Thank you for allowing this to get to any and everyone it's intended to. And so it is.
But I kept walking, head held high. Ain't no tear, I ain't let dry. I don't run, I face my fight. Work all day and sleep at night. Ain't no rule I gotta obey. I live and die my kind of way. I've been lost and I've been found.
Being lost, and I've been lost and I've been found. But it was talking about not backing down from your fights, not backing down from your battles. It's not backing down from yourself. It's the versions of yourself. It could be the programming, the habits. It's whatever in ourself that we're trying to change. That it's everyday struggle. It's everyday battle. But it's a battle that we fight to improve ourselves for a better version of us. You know, it's the sacrifices that we make. It's the things we give up, the wants of the flesh. But what we get in return, it's well worth it.
I've been lost and I've been found, torn apart but never down. Had my faith when times got tough, when the road was cold and rough. Don't need respect or sympathy. The good Lord made me how I should be. Say what you want, it don't change me. I'm still standing proud and free. I was running on empty, so half dead, trying to hear God through the nose of my head.
Running out of fuel. You know, in the end, everyone turns to God. In the end, when we've drained every source of energy, we have no choice but to go to the true source. Mind on my money. It's alignment. It's first eye on the Most High. It's focusing on your energy. Thought you were an easy target. They thought that it's giving energy harvesting. It's given they thought that, yes, you have an everlasting source because you're tapped into the Most High, but they thought that they made the mistake of thinking that they could tap into your energy and it would never stop. They would never get cut off. They would never get shut off. As if it was their choice. Lack of funding. Everything's falling apart. For them, as everything falls into line for you.
In a breath I breathe, the ground I stand, it's the unseen strength in a broken man. When I fall to my knees, I know that's the power of the Holy Ghost.
You know, it's the unsaid strength. It's when you go to the Most High broken. It's when you go to the Most High shattered. It's when you go to the Most High in drastic need of a repair. And what happens? You get filled with that liquid gold that finds every crack that you didn't even, some of them you didn't even know were there. And it fills every crack. And then over time it hardens. And it becomes stronger. You know, it becomes harder as, you know, as it, you know, it gives us the closure we feel like we need. You know, a lot of times we want to hold on to, you know, that we need closure. We need to know. We don't. We need to be okay with not having it. Thankful if we do, but okay if we don't. Thankful if we do, okay if we don't. But regardless, we do what needs to be done. We cut the people off that added the cracks. That every time we're starting to heal, they want to go and shift the pieces and move it around so it never sets into place. You know, it's you know, it's the people surrounding us that pretend like they want to fix the situation, pretend that they're here to help it, but they're not. They're only here to make sure that it never heals properly, never sets properly, that we never find that true alignment, that it's always a little off. Always a little off. The jealousy that runs in family, it's always a little off. You know, it'll be the ones closest to you that should be celebrating with you, but instead, not only do they not celebrate with you, they work against you out of jealousy.
Glowing like a meth lab spark, pulling out slow while the dogs all bark. CB buzzing like a skeeter in the night, talking smack to the flatbed on my right. Got a cooler full of bush and a bag full of jerky, hair slicked back and my shifting hand jerky. Y'all city boys cry when the trailer starts fishtailing. We drift through snow like a possum sailing from the trailer to the turnpike, rolling with pride. Got a shotgun girl and a coonhound ride. I ain't fancy, I'm dirty, I'm rough and I'm raw.
A shotgun girl. Attention-seeking whores. You know, they wanted to catch a ride on your spiritual journey through your shadow work. They wanted to catch a ride. As if they can catch a ride on your train to their station. It doesn't work like that. But it's like, well, if I can't come, then you're not going to go either. They wanted to put a cease and desist, halt, none shall pass. It's, who the fuck are you? But it's, who the fuck do you think you are bossing up? Who the fuck do you think you are standing up to yourself? Who the fuck do you think you are working on yourself? Who do you think you are? The motherfucking man. The motherfucking woman. That's who you are. A champion of the Most High. That's who you are. A generational curse breaker. That's who you are. Worthy of your spiritual inheritance. That's who you are.
No crown, no grace, just a rusted blade and a death mask face. Not like a ride in a church on fire. Couldn't sit still, hell fed my desire. Spelled it 13, called a lost case brat. Now burning the streets and a murdered out Hellcat. Pain was a furnace, rage was a cold. I carved my name in the back of the soul. Taught by scars, baptized in lead. I don't speak soft, I speak what bled. Every breath is war, every step is proof. Now I walk like death and I spit the truth. Bloodborne, I was raised by...
Every step you take is proof. Every step that you take that you cannot fully see. Every step that you take when you're leaning not on your own understanding. Every leap of faith you take, it shows even more who you are. But it also shows even more how you made the right decisions. Not the easy ones, but the right ones.
Devil taught me how to write my song. Concrete beds, backsplit from cuffs. Mind gone sharp while life stayed rough. Swore on blood, never bow, never crawl. Now I spit war while they sip at the bar. No fame chase, I torch that shit. I'm the outlaw preacher they scared to admit. Their names echo in the dark I ride. They call they truths in my suicide pride. God ain't blind, he just looked away. So I made my name where the damn still pray. I walk with the curse, ride with the damn.
Making your way where the damned still stay. It's making my way through the land of the lost. We're all lost. You know, it's funny, it's the ones that think they aren't lost, sometimes they're the lostest. You know, they're chained in so many bonds that they think that they're free. You know, it's teaching people how to find their way. But it's come as you are. Broken, imperfect. But come with intentions of change, of wanting change. You know, seek and you shall find. You know, seek the parts of you that are broken. And if you don't know how to repair it, you give it up. You release it. I don't know what else to do. Here, take it from me. Because I'm aware it's a problem. I'm aware it's holding me back. I don't know what to do to fix it. It's like, here, thank you. Thank you for already removing it from me. Because I speak it into existence. Thank you for removing it from me. Thank you for freeing me from this burden, from this chain, from this bond. Thank you. Now, gratitude. Speaking into existence. Now, speaking life into yourself. Just awareness, being aware of the words that you speak.
Cool. Private jets flying while the hungry grow old. Tell me, where did Jesus flex the throne? He washed feet, now they polish gold. You say I'm wrong cause I speak what's real, but I ain't bowing to a man-made deal. Religion ain't God, don't get it twisted. Some got rich while the gospel was missing, yeah. They call it blasphemy.
They call it blasphemy. They call it blasphemy. Sin-based religion. It's the indoctrinations that our parents tried to instill upon us just because it was instilled upon them. You know, regardless, at some point, they probably felt that it was wrong, but they silenced it because everyone around them, because all society is telling them, no, this is the way to get lost, to be enslaved, to stay enslaved. Yeah, that's the way. If you want to follow that way, sure, go ahead. I don't recommend it, but we all have free will, right? We're not responsible for the programming that was instilled upon us as children, but we're fully responsible for it as adults. We're 100,000% accountable for it. It's our responsibility to change it. It's our responsibility to seek out what no longer serves us. No one else's. You know, hearing no evil, we're so quick to point out the faults in everyone else, but not even look at ourselves. Now we're shifting blame, shifting accountability. Look over there. So quick to point fingers, external instead of internal. So quick to point the finger, they're the bad guy. They made me do this. Their actions made me. They didn't do shit. You didn't have control over your emotions. You weren't a commander of your mind. Accountability. Being able to recognize that. Now, a lot of times, we're not even able to recognize it because we see no wrong in our ways. And then the wrongs that we think we know is because they're not universal. They're not spiritual. They're man. Those are chains that we didn't sign up for. We don't need. They don't belong anywhere near us. They don't serve anyone. There's nothing to learn here. Nothing to learn. Well, it's learning the self restraints we put on ourselves. Whether we allow society, whether we allow our family, whether we allow other people to put those on us. It's their false programming that they, try to instill upon us because they don't have the balls to do things. And so, they're going to try to project that onto you, and they're going to try to project fear and worry, and it's too many people live in constant worry. Too many constant worries, like state of worry. And that's choosing hell. You're choosing it, that's a choice. Optimism is a choice as well. Choosing to live in heaven. Choosing to seek out the good in any situation. It's a choice. It's not an easy choice, but it's the proper one. Choosing to face your battles head on instead of backing away from them. We all go through the storms. How are you going to do it? Running from it doesn't get you much. You have to face it. Running only prolongs it. What are you going to pretend it doesn't exist? Well, you can do that too. But the effects of it are quite obvious. It's submitting to it. Here we are. I guess let's just process through it. But finding things to be grateful for doing it. Finding things to give thanks for. The lessons that we learned. We had lines that we said that we were going to hold. They thought that you needed them. They thought that you were an easy target. They thought that you wouldn't be able to do it alone. They thought that you wouldn't find the strength that you need inward within yourself. They didn't. It's your helpers. It's your higher self. It's your spirit team. It's ascended masters. It's everything. But it's what you tapped into was more help than they, even if they had the intentions of wanting to help you, you tapped into the best help you could ever have chosen, because it is a choice. It is a choice. But a lot of us aren't even aware we have the choice. We aren't even aware of the help that we have available to us. That's because hey, thank you. We're too busy looking outward. It's inward. It's always inward. Thank you, Lady Grace. No, inward. Our manifestations, it's always inward. As within, so without. But the problem is a lot of times we're manifesting negative, not even realizing it. And then it shows up and it's, why is this always happening? It's not happening to you, it's happening for you, because you haven't learned your lesson yet. You haven't learned to change that programming. It's funny, but people are going to think you're cuckoo. Hey, thank you. But people are going to think you're cuckoo when you don't sign up for their false programming, when you don't co-sign it, when you don't just go along for it. They're like, look at this fucking weirdo, not consuming this poison that we all love and we beg for it. And it's because I know it's poison. It's not my fault you can't see through that veil of deceit. It's not my fault that you love the taste of poison. It's not my fault you love consuming it and you beg for more. It's not my fault that you love putting chains on yourself. It has nothing to do with me. I can't force you to start disliking the taste of poison. I can't force you to do that. I can't force you to even recognize it as poison. I hope you do, but I can do nothing other than to point it out to you and keep it moving. What you do with that information is what you do with that information.
Yeah, I see you trying to move, walking gonna be a challenge. Check the scene, my body left its print of perfect balance. I watch you burn it slow, see the evidence on the silk sheets, it glows. Every muscle stretch from your neck down to your toes. It was the ritual, the sweet, sweet friction of our attraction. A beautiful wreckage, a moment's pure, dark satisfaction. I don't just love, I take with a hunger I can't tame. And when I whisper your name and seal the contract of flame, I'm addicted.
They're jealous. They're jealous of your hunger for more. Your hunger for more growth. Your hunger for more change. But it's better change. It's your hunger for more healing, more peace, more blessings. Your birthright. Addicted to more. Yeah, but it's your energy that they're addicted to. And instead of working on their own and trying to harvest their own energy, they would just want to sit there being jealous of theirs, but of someone else's, being jealous of someone else's energy. Well, of course, it's given golden aura. That golden aura. You got that Wagyu, that filet mignon. Once they get a taste of it, they don't want to go back to ramen. They don't want to. They don't want to go back to ramen. They don't want to go back. But they feel you slipping out of their hands. It's your energy. They feel your energy pulling away.
And try to escape the haze. I left too many reminders, girl, in too many hidden ways. It's not about the moment, it's about the longevity of the claim. A whisper of my strength, echo in my wicked little name. And when the world, that's why you look so heavy, so consumed. You just smile and know the answer. You were utterly assumed. You thought you knew your limits, but I took you past the brink.
Why are you so happy? Why are you so happy? It's a cease and desist on the energy pulling, on the energy harvesting. Calling your energy back. Why are you so happy? Why are you smiling? Why, despite everything we're putting you through, all the chaos and all the mayhem we're sending at you, why, despite everything, do we still see you smiling? It's choices. We choose to vibrate at the state of happiness and joy, even though we don't really feel it. Fake it till you make it, right? You have to an extent. You have to be the change you want. You have to be the change you want. You have to be willing to do what needs to be done, the sacrifices that need to be made. They wonder how you keep knowing what it is you need to do. Oh, it's your hidden helpers. It's a lot of fine tuning and tweaking. It's a lot of different things we work on all at once. You know, there's so many fires going on, but we only put out what we can. Well, we do with what we can. Sometimes we extinguish the whole fire. Other times we just put a little dirt on this one, poured a little water on this one, but hey, we're working. We're working, right? We're working. It doesn't happen overnight. But we slowly, and sometimes we're so close to putting them all out, one final big push, and all the fires are gone. It's going to appear like it just happened overnight. Like an airplane came and just airdropped some fucking water over all of them, but people they don't see the process. They don't see you filling up, the airplane with all the water. They don't see you, flying it. They don't see the work put in. All they see is the results of it. But it's okay. People aren't meant to know. But it's they feel it too. When you pull your energy back, they feel it. Because it was never theirs to begin with anyways. It was never theirs to begin with anyways.
Go big or call it a night. 'Cause halfway wild don't light a fuse, and halfway love still leaves a bruise. If you're gonna do something wrong, you better do it right.
If you're gonna do something wrong, you better do it right. They didn't do the research first. They should have done the research. Because with all their balls combined, and still not a pair big enough to take you out. No. All in divine timing. They're all shriveling away. They're all shriveling up. It's their egos shriveling up.
Took 3 wrong turns to the riverbank just to stay lost from town. You laughed, said, boy, don't fake a spark. Your eyes were flaming fire. We burned that midnight gasoline like we own the wire sky. 'Cause borrowed hearts and borrowed time hit different when you cross that line. If you're gonna do something wrong, you better do it right. Write our names in fog on the glass, let the world pass by. Don't sit that there, go on, take the bite. If you're gonna bend the truth and bend it eyesight. If you're gonna do something wrong, you better do it right.
But it's be good or be good at it. Be good or be good at it. It's giving energy if they're not good at either. But it's also, you're good at whatever you put your energy to. A powerful destroyer can also be a powerful creator when they choose to be. It's choices that we make. It's lessons that we learn. It's the battles that we fight. The battles that we get sick of fighting. The battles that we realize, why the fuck am I even fighting this? Get out of here. The battles that we're still fighting when it's like, why am I still fighting? I could have just ended this it's so long ago. It's finally just doing it. But it's knowing what needs to be done and being willing to do it. You have to have both.
that line, fever, take it to the grave. If I don't make it, baby, please don't cry. Bury me with that rebel flag and put that hammer. Yeah, I'm low rolling hell on the highway. One foot on the gas and the other in the grave. 6 days down and I can't turn back. I've been running on Monster and Marlboro Black. Truck stop queens try to call my bluff. Talking about they love me, but it ain't enough. When that sun goes down, I'll be gone like that. Running on Monster.
You know, it was talking about one foot in the grave. You know, it's being close. It's being that close to being buried alive. You know, it's that close to you. What we may think is the point of no return, but then somehow the Most High makes it happen. And it's like, but did you die though? It was a close one, but did you die though? But it's the ways that we're able to see. Sometimes the Most High lets us feel the heat of the fire, just so we can know how close we got, so that we can know who got us out of that situation. Because sometimes we're completely unaware of the fires that we're so near that could easily consume us. You know, but it's they're watching. They saw you in the fire. They just mistook your protection. They thought you were going to be consumed by it. And they're watching you come out unscathed. They're watching you come out unscathed. But not only are you doing that, you're teaching others how to do it as well.
I'm walking my road, time to settle the score. Your fake love, your bullshit won't touch me no more. Begging for my heart, now they're locked shut tight. I'm chasing my own stars, disappearing tonight. You swore I would crumble, that I'd lose my way, but freedom tastes sweeter than the games you play. I don't miss your drama.
You know, they thought that you would crumble. They thought that you would crumble. It's they misunderstood your perseverance. They misunderstood your determination to succeed at all costs, to see a better you at all costs. You know, it's the wannabe thugs. It's the people that think that, you know, that they're worthy of your position, yet lack the balls to do what needs to be done. It's the courage, it's the strength to walk by faith and not by sight. That shit's not easy. The things that are asked of you, that's not easy. The things you have to persevere through, those aren't easy. But they're worth it. You know, the black magic, you know, my vibration is higher than yours. It's when you resonate at such a high frequency, the low frequency stuff, it has no effect here. It's shut down before it even reaches you a lot of the times. Sometimes maybe you'll just feel a small, I don't know, part of the aftermath or it's minuscule. Weapons will be formed, but they shall not prosper. The weapons that were formed to try to steal your spiritual inheritances. The weapons that were formed, massive regrets. They were formed. They just never intended the same weapons to be turned around and used against them. Faith around and find out. What's going on, guys?
Drama, no pain. I'm finally free. This life that I'm living belongs just to me. They told us Jesus is the Son of God. They told us we're all God's children. Look at us now. Where we standing, where we failing. This is the outlaw prayer. We was raised on the name, cross hung on the wall. Sunday school stories, but we missed the call. They say we're all children, but we split and divide.
Sunday school, but we missed the call. Childish behavior. Many are called, few are chosen. And it's, ooh, I'm chosen. It's not, it's you choose yourself. And the Most High chooses you as well. But you have to choose yourself first. You have to choose the path less chosen. You have to choose to give up the wants of the flesh. You have to choose it. No one can make those choices for you. But the universe responds to those statements that you make. To every time that you say no to something that has some sort of hold over you. The universe responds to that. The universe makes note of that. But the universe also makes note of when we're just out here playing fuck. So you want to play fuck? We can add some more fuck to this. A whole lot of fuckery. A whole lot of fuckery. Everywhere. Just fuckery everywhere. But it's everything's working against us. Everything's made to work against us. There's not much in existence right now that's made to work for us, to help us, ascend. It's all made to hinder us, and it's all intentional. It's all intentional. It's serving its purpose. But that doesn't serve me. I see that clearly. I know that. I don't just believe it to be true. I know it to be true. I know the harmfulness of all the shit that's around us. And I'm aware of it. I'm aware of it.
We forgot the love, but the Spirit's still calling, and the outlaw still answering. Where we felt the kingdom, we forgot his heart. Where we lost the message, we tore it apart. He said love your neighbor, but we drew our lines, built our little empires, left the broken behind. We're God's children, but we act like kings, crown in our hands, but we dropped the thing. This is the outlaw confession, a rebel song. We've been wrong, now we ride to make it strong. We're still his children, we're still his cause. It's time to pick the crown back up. Yeah. Bring the kingdom where it belongs.
You see the shine, the truck, the check.
But do you see the hands that earned it? So before you chase that blue collar money, ask yourself, the blue collar mold,
Do you feel? Yeah. I still toes on. I hit the site by dawn. Jackhammer in hand till the daylight's gone. Plumber in the pit with the pipe and torch. Or a welder in the rain on a scaffold porch. Electrician twisting wires in a cross face cold. Mechanic on his back 30 years old with a bad knee, bad back, and busted thumb. Still punching that clock cause the job ain't done. They all love the look of that hard shine. Talk big till his boots in the grind. Sweat stained shirts and busted knuckles, still won't quit. Clocking the pain just to keep the lights lit. Yeah, they dream about the truck and the stack of green, but they ain't built for this kind of grit. Everybody wants that blue collar money till it's time to do that blue collar shit.
Everybody wants that blue collar money till it's time to do that blue collar shit. Everyone wants their spiritual inheritances until it comes down time to do their fucking shadow work. Everyone wants it. And then they get offended when it's not just handed to them. They get offended when it's given to those that decide to do the work. Underqualified for your position. Trying to take a position that's not yours. Trying to put someone in a grave so you can take their position. You're not digging the grave for them. Not digging the grave for them. That's for somebody.
Still won't quit clocking and playing just to keep the lights lit. Yeah, they dream about the truck and a stack of green, but they ain't built for this kind of grit. Everybody wants that blue collar money till it's time to do that blue collar shit. Night shift grind, sunrise glare, line cook flame, diesel in the air, painter with a mask, mason in the mud, lineman climb poles when the streets all flood. Sheet metal sharp, got a star or three, loading freight in the yard with a bad AC. We ain't asking for pity, just a little respect. This life ain't pretty, but the check's direct. That money's hard earned, not handed out. We build your cities, that's what we about. So next time you flex on a life we pick, remember the way the blue collar shit. They all love the look of that hard earned shine. Talk big till his boots in the grind. Sweat stained shirts and busted knuckles, still won't quit. Clocking and pain just to keep the lights lit. Yeah, they dream about the truck and the stack of green, but they ain't built for this kind of grit. Everybody wants that blue collar money till it's time to do that blue collar shit.
You know what's interesting about that too is when you're taking guided action, when you're in that flow state with the universe, sometimes it seems like, it'll be the false programming that tells us that we have to work so much harder than we do. We just have to do the stuff that we feel led to do. It's not from an external place. It's not the pressure from society or the people around us telling us, trying to project to us what they think we should be doing. It's internally. And internally it's just get up, and some days it's just work on myself. Some days it's cleanse my energy. Some days it's just pour into myself. And that's what you're supposed to be doing. And it's not always go, go, go. Sometimes the go, go, go is on yourself as well, pouring back into yourself. But when you do that, and when you're in alignment, it's things fall into place for you. So it doesn't take that much work. You're taking the divinely guided inspirations and you're putting it into action, whether it just be you're thinking about it so you can plan your actions out to when it comes to another point. I don't know what step you're at, but it comes almost, it's not effortless, but it's not as much effort as others may think. It's still work. You still got to put work in, but it's just gonna flow through you, and sometimes you get stuck. But it's when we're go, 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 and we feel like we're being led to slow down, and we're doing too much. It's those days when you're just fumbling everything. Everything's just falling, and you're just spilling stuff, and you're knocking into shit, and that's the universe telling you, hey, pump the brakes. You're doing too much. Relax. Chill the fuck out. And, we ignore it, and, but then what happens when we're doing that? We get frustrated, right? We get frustrated, and then we start acting, we start moving more hastily, and then we start messing up more, and then we get more and more frustrated, and it's like, pump the fucking brakes. Pump the brakes. Take a step back. Sometimes we just need to put it down and reevaluate, realign ourselves. I don't know. I've learned that when you're being led to do certain things, it normally works out better for you just to follow it than to try to fight against it, fight against the flow. Because in one way or another, you know, the Most High gets what the Most High wants. It's easier if we just go along with it. It's easier if we go along with it. It's easier if we just go along with it.
Contact the flush upon your face. We're diving in the abyss where your darkness gives consent. Every push and every pull is a moment heaven sent. This ain't a temporary fix, this is my physical decree. My sweat on your pillow, the only truth you wanna see. I grind the gears of passion till the metal starts to scream. A violent reckless worship in this explicit waking dream. You don't need love, you need this control. I'm not taking your body, I'm taking your soul. And you're handing it over after nothing but skin. Tell me how bad you want it. Let's begin. Yeah, they can talk about you, they can talk about your escape. But you like the way my shadows are shaping your landscape. You're the last thought at sunset, the first thought at the dawn. A constant nagging pressure from the moment I am gone. You trace the lines I left just to feel the ghost of my head. A phantom limb attachment to the only one who understands. This isn't just an urge, it's a cellular demand. The promise of the fuse, the fuse. It's what it takes to be a man. That's what it takes to be a man. Sun ain't up, but I'm already gone. Coffee's brewing, steel toe boots gone. Ain't no time for dreaming, there's work to be done. Another long day under the rising sun. Truck door slams, gravel under my feet. Radio hums that old backbeat. I thank the Lord as I hit that road for another day to carry this load. That's what it takes to be a man. Stand by your work, keeping all I can. Work my hands till the daylight's gone. Stand up proud, keep moving on. Faith in my heart, tools in my hand. That's what it takes to be a man. That's what it takes to be a man. Clock hits 6, I'm the first one in. Sweat and grit right down to the skin. Jobs to finish, bills to pay. Gotta make sure my kids got a better day. Boss says good job, but I ain't done. Still got fuel left under this sun. Dreams don't grow without these scars. Just a hard day's work in the sky full of stars. Ain't that's what it takes to be a man. Stand by your work, keeping all I can. Work my hands till the daylight's gone. Stand up, I'll keep moving on. Faith in my heart, tools in my hand. That's what it takes to be a man. That's what it takes to be a man. Supper's on, wife's got that smile. Kids' laughter makes it all worthwhile. Kick my boots off, let the world slow down. Thank the good Lord that was safe and sound. Tomorrow's calling, I'll rise again. Same old road, same good plan. Ain't about glory, just doing what I can. Every sunrise shapes who I am.
It's not about glory. I'm just doing what I can. It's picking yourself out of the slums. It's Wheel of Fortune is turning in my favor. It's I wake up every day and I might be depressed, but guess what? I have the choice to make. I can either lay in this bed and I can stay here depressed, or I can get my motherfucking ass up and I can spin that Wheel of Fortune in my favor. It's a choice. It's not a fun one. It's not an easy one, but it's possible. But it's the choices. It's enough is a fuck enough. This is my life. I'm in control of it. But the childish behavior. trying to keep you in the slums, mental slums, spiritual slums, financial slums. Your knowledge, it's respect your elders, but this isn't your first rodeo. It's age, these vessels, that has nothing to do with your essence, with your soul, how old that is, the knowledge that you hold within you in your spiritual DNA. The demons that you've been slaying for a very long time. A very long time. But I'm back to do it again. You know, the game changed, but a lot of it's similar. Simulations. Interesting. Really interesting.
You don't shout, you don't demand, but you shake me where I stand. My heart don't listen, it runs wild, beats like thunder when you smile, skips like stones on summer lakes, breaks all rules in my mind makes. I try to speak, but I go missing. Don't listen. Logic said you've seen too much, but you shattered that with just one touch. Now every second you're not near, feels like years I disappear. You didn't plan to steal my breath, but girl, you left me nothing left. My heart don't listen, it runs wild.
Going missing. Standing up for yourself. It's standing in your power, but little steppers, big talkers, they were really confident that they could deliver your energy. But Psalms 91, you know, they were met with a force they weren't prepared to handle. You know what it's given? It's underqualified for your position, right? It's given that it's like a welder trying to use some sunglasses. Your light is so bright, but what the fuck are those sunglasses gonna do? These motherfuckers are going blind. Now, but your spirit team, Alphabet Boys, the Hitman, lack of funding. It's your spirit team. Put a fucking end to it. Psalms 91, 10 breaks down to 10 completion. They fucking stopped them. They fucking stiff-armed those motherfuckers. They stiff-armed. It's like they stiff-armed them, they caused a fumble, and they ran it back. They ran it back to you. Here's your energy. Is that April Fools? April fucking Fools. Oh, man. They thought that they had the game in the bag. They thought that they had it in the bag. It's like they're complaining, like, this is rigged. You know what it's giving? It's giving trying to cheat, trying to steal the plays, right? Trying to read what the other team is doing, but you're feeding them false information. You're feeding them a false playbook. It's like that playbook's outdated. We don't use that one anymore. We don't use that. The game changer. We don't use that playbook anymore. And it's like, but can't you go back to that one? Can't you just go back? Because we like that one when we knew that one, when we had an advantage over you, when we knew what you were going to do, and we could prevent you. But now it's a whole new game. You're standing in your motherfucking power. You switch the game up on him. Triggered as fuck. Good. Trigger him.
She left when the bills stacked high. Said, baby, I can't love your alibi. But I still see her shadow in the taillight glow. gonna change my ways, just a worn out dream and a steel string prayer today. I ain't begging for heaven, just a little grace. Out here in hell, heartbreak in a highway. Yeah. Tail lights fade, just me and that highway again.
We ain't meeting no temple. Ain't no stained glass in this chapel. But I feel you, brother. I see you, sister. Not with my eye, but with my soul. Yeah. This is church. Yeah. We the misfits, the saints in the street. Barefoot preachers with the dust on our feet. Ain't no pews where we sit, no robes when we speak. But the spirit moves strong when the humble get weak. Outlaws in the system, lovers in disguise. Peace in our holsters, revolution in our eyes. We don't bow to no idols, no gold-plated lies. We just follow the light, let the dead religion die. Got no building, but we building something true. Every prayer in the wild is a spark that breaks through. Don't need your stage, your steeple of flame. We gather in spirit and we call each other's name. We don't know each other's faces, but we know each other's heart. We the outlaws of the kingdom, tearing falsehoods apart. Ain't no chains in this church, ain't no walls holding grace. We just walking in the word, with love in every place. Out here is peace, love, brotherhood, holy fire and misunderstood. We the church with no name, but we changing the game.
We've been cursed by the world, blessed by the scars, crucified by the system, but we risen like stars. We speak life into death, hoping to fear. God ain't far off, nah, he right here. Ain't no offering place, just hands to the sky. No fake smiles, just tears we don't hide. We the broken, the brave, the born again strange, turning dirt into gold, pain into change. This ain't rebellion, it's redemption in flames. We'll sinners hold hands and don't hide the names. We don't judge, we don't shame, we just ride, we just pray, and we fight with our hearts in a whole new way. Beat, spark.
This isn't rebellion.
It's a bomb. We scattered across the map, but we march like one. Different tongues, different tribes, same spirit, same fire.
This isn't redemption. This is... Whoa, what the fuck did he say? God damn, I forgot. But it was talking about how... You know, we're breaking free of the chains and the bonds of sin-based religions. It's spirituality. You know, all religions are based off of someone's interpretation of spirituality. That's all religions are. And the interesting thing about that as well is you look at them and you look at some of the very fundamental things, and little people do know is that Islam was started by the Jews. They started it. You know, Hamas, they started it when it served a purpose, just kind of like the CIA does. You know, and the CIA wants to go around and, you know, they create, you know, these terrorist groups. They arm them and they train them. And then they get all surprised. They get all surprised when shit happens. Like, didn't see that coming. And then when they turn on us, it's didn't see that coming. Well, what the fuck did you expect? What did you think was going to happen? But it's manipulation. They form these groups for a purpose. And then they, you know, they get mad and upset when they don't fall in line and just do as they told. You know, but crashing the system, Dorshocker, fuck off. Crashing the system, crashing the matrix, speaking our truth, standing in our truth, standing in our power. That's how we crash the system. That's how we crash the matrix. It's the programming, the phone. It started jamming up and slowing down. It's overload. What the fuck's going on? That's how the matrix is. The more of us that speak our truths, the more of us that wake up. It doesn't. What the fuck's going on? That's how we crash the fucking system. By standing on our truths, by speaking our truths, standing in our power, regaining our power. It's recognizing the ways that it's been stolen from us, recognizing the ways that we've given it up, and saying, fuck that shit, I'm taking it back. I'm taking back everything the enemy stole. Everything that, and they're pissed about it. The principalities, the evil rulers, the puppet masters, the ones that harvest our energy and profit off of our downfall, that keep us enslaved in our minds and tell us that we're free, that feed us poison and have us addicted to it and have us begging for more. No more. Did it really freeze up?
Ain't no change in this church. Ain't no walls holding great. We just walking in the word. With love in every place. Out here is peace, love, brotherhood. Holy fire and misunderstood. We the church with no name. But we changing the game. We've been cursed by the world, blessed by the scars, crucified by the system, but we risen like stars. We speak life into death, open to fear. God ain't far off, nah, he right here. Ain't no offering place, just hands to the sky. No fake smile, just tears we don't hide. We the broken, the brave, the born again strange, turning dirt into gold, pain into change. This ain't rebellion, it's redemption in flames. We'll sinners hold hands and don't hide the names. We don't judge, we don't shame, we just ride, we just pray, and we fight with our hearts in a whole new way. Speak, spark, it ain't a building, it's a bomb. Scatter across the map, but we march like one. Different tongues, different tribes, same spirit, same fire.
Spread across the map. Spread across the map. You know what I saw today that really didn't sit right with me? It was, I think it was Australia, and they were doing what's it called? It's the Hakas or whatever it is. It's that ritualistic dance that they do, right? Hakas or something like that. But they were doing one, right? But the reason they were doing it, I'm normally all about that, you know, standing up for their heritage and traditions and everything, especially up in their, you know, to their government, right? I'm all about that. But they were standing up protesting against, it was a march for Palestine. And then they were protesting and they were standing up for Jesus Christ, but you're protesting against Palestine to do that? Like, what the actual fuck? How could you call a Christian and still support Israel? You're that blind still? Blind? That's not the blind faith you're supposed to be having. Listen to the false prophets, the lying propaganda whores. You know, the summertime, the heat's rising, the corrupt judgment. The slums they wanted to keep you in. The slums they wanted to project onto you. The wheel of fortune's turning. The corrupt judgment that at one point you were casting upon yourself no longer. It's the summertime, but it's burning it away. You know, standing in your power, it's pouring gasoline on that. It's all falling apart. All the lies spoken against you. All the lies spoken against you. They're curious about how it's like they wanted to set you up for failure. They went and they took the order of the table. And they took it all wrong. And they gave it to you as if they were doing you a favor, helping you out. Here, I already took care of that table for you. Go put this order in. and you put the order in, right? Just as they gave it to you. And then you got it back and you brought it out there. And they're expecting to watch you, like, you know, be shitted on and hated on. Like, what the fuck is this? What are you bringing me? But it's, everything worked itself out. It's like the, you know, the Most High went and erased that ticket, fucking rewrote it, put the order in. And then you're just carrying on as usual. Not even aware of the ways that they tried to destroy you, the ways that they intentionally tried to act against you. Completely unaware. Yo, but as they're sitting there staring, waiting for the customers to start yelling at you and direct their hate and anger towards you, it doesn't happen. And you end up walking away with the big-ass fucking tip. Boom. That's the way the Most High works. Ooh. Curious. Like, what the fuck just happened? What? The confusion. Sucks for them, huh? Sucks for them. Them stuck in their toxic lifestyles. Well, we all gotta learn some incarnation, right? We all have to learn some incarnation. This song is called Who Knows? Who knows if they're gonna learn this incarnation? Who knows? Hopefully, we wish them the best, but we're not gonna let it hold us back.
OKC on fire, ball top jumping, hold down, stay wide. From Bricktown lights to the sky dance fire. Blue smoke rising, turn the volume higher.
Here come rumble cans, pop, big trucks line. Bricktown bars, spill whiskey and shine. Reno Ave, two-step, tailgate smoke. Chisholm Creek buzz with a die-horse glow. Down shots like threes, we don't give a damn. Farmland dogs with a city slick slam. From Paseo art to class, since grind. OKC nasty with a small town line. Thunder Nation wild, boots on the wood. Flags in the rafters cause the boys so good. Parade playing strong, streets on lock. Confetti on Main, make the haters talk.
And thunder up, bitch, loud city gon' roll. We pull, we scream, we bang off that glass. Crowd drunk, crazy, thunder clapping that ass. Back to back rings, goodness, let it go. Thunder up, bitch, OKC on fire. Bar top jumping, hold down, statewide. From Bricktown lights to the sky dance fire. Blue smoke rising, turn the volume higher. She got sauce, MVP in his bag. Crossover wiki, your whole backcourt drag. Finals MVP, cold blood, night kiss. Mid-range, dagging net, blowing the hits. J-Dub two-way, steals and cash. Euro step through, glass kiss, flash, yeah, pull from the logo. Swat 5 clean, 7-foot sniper with a diesel lane. Hardstein elbow.
Alright. Who wants to pull? Who wants to pull?
Put your star in the chokehold lane.
Caruso square, ball head shine. Dive on the floor, turn garbage to gold. Line coach Mark Jones, smoke out the plan.
Who was that? Kim? Kim.
Bang off that glass. Crowd drunk, crazy, thunder clapping that ass. Back to bad rings, cutting ass, let it glow. Thunder up, bitch, OKC on fire. Bar top jumping, hold down, statewide. From Bricktown lights to the sky dance fire.
Spirit, what do you got for Kim?
Joker gets double cough up that press. We body the paint, run, paste, then snipe. Break a big slow bomb with a red line stripe. Wolves howl loud, sit down, be still. And catch traps, then break that wheel. We flip that glass, second chance feast. Run your legs off to the buzzer deceased. Legacy tall from Westbrook Ray. Katie Rainbow, Harden's old pain. Now we shine, the young bucks roll. New age dynasty, ride it in law. Thunder up, farm boys saddle up. Chug that, pull it up. Blue wave, raise it up. OKC, let's go. Loud City, let's go. Stomp Paul, let's go. Cut nets, let's go. More tail lights out 40th Street. Scissor tail wind whips, flags on fleet. From Stockyard smoke to Riverside breeze. Girls dance wild, make the raptor sneeze. Shots on shots and the drum line slap. Whole Midwest shakes when the cowbells clap. We don't fold, we don't flinch. Fourth quarter squeeze, that clutch time wrench. Thunder up, bitch, loud city gon' roll. We pull, we scream, we bang off that glass. Crowd drunk, crazy, thunder clapping that ass. Back to bad rings, cutting this, let it go. Thunder up, bitch, OKC on fire. Ball top jumping, hold down, statewide. From Bricktown lights to the sky dance fire. Blue smoke rising, turn the volume higher. Raining out in Georgia, boots sinking in the mud. Smoke stained denim, sipping on syrup in my cup. Lightning split the sky, but it can't crack my pride. Got a hollow in my chest where your memory's alive. I ride these back roads, windshield wipers praying for grace. Leather and lace, damn souls in a redneck chase. Moonshine in my veins, codeine coursing through my blood. Dial heaven's number, but the devil answers my flood. Your lipstick on the mirror, whispers jammed in my brain. Your ghost on the dashboard, screaming my name. Stomp on the pedal, tire spitting gravel like shame. Heartbreak, road shotgun, ain't no beast left to tame.
Mama preach salvation, daddy scrawled him in the dirt. Pick up trucks, roar louder than the sermons we heard. I'm a sinner with a six-string, slinging bullets a song. Love got me busted, but this flame's burning strong. Your kiss was a razor, carpet's marking my soul. Now I'm drunk on rebellion, out of my control. Trade my redemption for one taste of your flame. On this rainy night in Georgia, I own the blame.
Whiskey on the rocks, but my world's still spilling. Your silhouettes dancing where the street lights killing. Confessing transgressions to the thunder and rain. On this outlaw battleground, only heartbreak remains. Raining out in Georgia, boots sinking in the mud. Smoke stained denim, sipping on syrup in my cup. Lightning split the sky, but it can't crack my pride. Got a hollow in my chest where your memory's alive.
You know, trying to crack your pride. Trying to crack your pride. Picking up the energy of, you know, a group of people that really have been working hard to try to crack your pride. You know, but what they didn't want, they don't want you basking in the light, the joy and light of the lessons that you learned. You know, because they don't want you to be able to see how far you've come and how much you've learned. Because if you're able to see that, then you're going to set your sights higher. You're going to set your sights farther. And you're already going way too far for these people, for their liking. But fuck their liking. You know, it's given, turn down, slow down, because we can't keep up. It's not your path to be following anyways. Why are you even trying to follow? Follow your own path. You know, but it's following your own path. They're trying to, they want your public acknowledgement. No, but it's the public acknowledgement that's going to be given for all the work that they did against you. You know, but it's, you know, it's the whole complete change of perspective of what, it's not what happened to me, it's what happened for me. It's the change of the way you look at it. You know, it's the difference between, you know, a lesson and a blessing. You know, well, it is a blessing. It's both, actually. It's both. It's tough lessons, but hey, it's a lesson nonetheless, and we still give thanks for it. But it's the recognition for going out on a limb. You know, but it's going on a limb for yourself. A lot of times we go out of our way for others all the time. But when do we go out of the way for ourselves? Especially in pursuit of a better version of ourselves. Especially, it's giving a really drastic one. A big one. You know, but that comes from learning to fill your own cup. You know, we don't stop pouring into others, but we make sure that our cup is filled first. You know, but when we make sure that our cup is filled first, you know, we stop pouring into people that we shouldn't have been. And then they get all upset and, you know, they get mad. And it's, well, regret. It's, oh, I should have treated them better while they were still here. I should have treated them better while they were still, you know, willing to work with me. Before they gave up. Before we stopped trying. But It's before we stopped repairing the bridge. You know, when we're the only one playing Mix or Fix It, when we're the only one repairing the bridge, and we're never really the one breaking it, eventually we stop wasting our energy to do so. And it's only then when all the regret and remorse kicks in. Well, you don't appreciate, people don't appreciate it when we allow them, when we enable them to overstep. You know, it's trained behavior though. It's learned behavior. But we learn to do better. We learn that, you know, people treat us the way that we allow them to. And with the understanding of that, you know, it's a releasing of the fucks to give. I'm not going to feel sorry for standing up for myself. No, I have 0 fucks to give for that.
From the Smoky Mountains to New Orleans, but no matter the state, no matter the sign, I feel most at home in that white dash line. 'Cause I was born to ride, born to roll, got the highway running through my soul while the world sleeps in
All right.
quiet town.
Any subs in here? Any subs in the house? All right, who wants to poll?
Some folks dream of a porch and peace, but me, I need that westbound breeze. Give me the hum of tires and the sky so wide. That's my church. That's my bride.
All right, who's that? Les
Yeah, I was born to ride, born to roll.
or Essential Essence? Spirit, what do you got for Essential?
The road's my girl and I love her just the same. Rolling like thunder, chasing the dawn. This is where I belong.
We dropped the crown. God never dropped us. Grace still breathing. The Spirit still moving. So now we rise. Now we rebuild. Now we ride. We pick it back up in the silence of pain, where the world forgot names, but we sit in the rain. We pick it up when we serve them no stage, when we speak peace in a system full of rage. Every act of love, that's kingdom in motion. Every bridge built, that's holy devotion. It ain't robes or rings, it's rice and bread. It's breaking the cycle when the world sees red. We the barefoot prophets, the backstreet saints, turning scars into sermons. No filters, no paint. It's the rise of the real, no applause, no fame. It's God's kids walking out.
You know, it's the rise of the real. It's the rise of the real ones. The dreamers. You know what I'm getting with Journey? It's cosmic travelers. Cosmic travelers. They came here during this hard time. To test our souls. To show ourselves that we can do it. It's proving to ourselves. Proving to ourselves that we can put in the work that we need to. You know, but it's the work that we put in so that not just we can benefit from it, but everyone around us. But it's the work that we do on ourselves that it's, you know, but it's alignment with ourselves is alignment with nature. Alignment with nature is alignment with the Most High. It's acting, it's all of our actions and our intentions. It's all coming from a place of betterment, to want better for everything. You know, it's like leaving everywhere better than before you arrived, which is how we should always try to leave it. Always slightly better. But a lot of people, they don't care how they enter and they don't care how they exit, as long as it benefits them. And that's all they fixate on. That's all they focus on. That's all they care about. You know, but it's learning to cut those people out. It's protecting our energy. It's treating our energy like our currency and being aware of how we spend it. You know, and having the strength to close the accounts that no longer serve us. Closing the account, pulling our power back to us. And just distributing it to places where it's appreciated. Distributing it to places where it's actually not going to be wasted. So a lot of people just want us to put in the work so we can take our crops and they can just go and burn it. But it's like, you know how many people you could have helped with that? Or people that just want to make big meals just for themselves. And then only eat all of it. And then I'm too good for leftovers, so I'm just going to throw this all away too. It's just carelessness. And it's carelessness and lack of caring. You know, it's the give and take. It's the equal give and take. The equal give and take. You know, it's the fine balance of our masculine and feminine. It's the fine balance of giving and receiving. You know, it's the fine balance of knowing what's worth fighting for and what isn't. You know, but it's fighting for the things that bring us harmony. It's fighting for the things that don't just take from us, but give as well. You know, but it's fighting for the things that can bring us out of the slums mentally, that can see the battles that we fight and give us the hand when we need it, when it's without us asking. Because a lot of times, you know, we could be really strong, but when it comes to asking for help from other people, it's hard to find that strength. But when it comes to helping anyone else, we can find that strength all the time. But when it comes to asking for help, sometimes it's a lot harder. I don't know why, but you know, but asking for help. Asking for help, Skyfather. Trusting in the unknown. Trusting that trusting that we already have the help that we need, or it's already on the way. It's trusting that everything works out for me. It's trusting that I'm going to make it out. It's trusting that I'm going to make it out and I'm going to make it out wiser. And, you know, but it's trusting that I'm going to make it out more aligned with my dreams, my visions, my goals, more aligned with my soul's purpose. You know, we make the plans and we hold to it. We hold the line. And we slowly progress forward. But we always keep our shields up. We always keep our sword ready. You know, but our sword, our tongue, we wield it. But we wield it to speak life into ourselves and to others. You know, we use our shield to block it, and then sometimes we use our words to block it too. But we try not to cut people down with our words. It's the understanding of the power of our words. It's the understanding of the strength that they hold, that our words hold. You know, people consider it weakness when you keep your mouth shut, but it's like you don't even understand, much less understand the mercy and grace that I'm showing you. But it's choices. We all have choices to make. We all have choices to make. You know, I'm going to choose to go have dinner. I'm hungry. But thanks for tapping in. Thanks for all your likes, your shares, your comments, your gifts. And thank you for the exchange of energy. And until next time.